All right, so the 7.62x39 continues its slow march towards irrelevance. Those of you who've been with us for a while know I make this claim a lot. I take a lot of hell about it from some of you. But I just read an article. This was a few days ago when I read the article. It's posted on our Facebook page, which is just the Revolting Man on Facebook. But there's a link to the article there. See, half can we are doing the ridge method. So, yeah, you all remember about last year, the Biden administration announced that it wasn't going to allow any more imports of ammunition from Russia. Now, there was already a bunch of sales approved, so we actually haven't stopped importing Russian ammunition yet. So they're still bringing that Russian stuff in, but that's going to stop at some point. But the Biden administration also just announced a 32.3% tariff on all Russian imports, to include the last shipments of this ammo coming in from Russia. As you all know, the vast majority of 7.62x39 sold in this country comes from Russia. So there should be basically a 1/3 price increase on the ammunition that remains. This is going to be your cheap 7.62x39. It's also going to be your cheap 5.56, by the way. Russia imports the vast majority of our cheapest 5.56. But there's at least a strong domestic 5.56 production, and obviously those tariffs don't apply to the domestically produced 5.56. So those prices aren't going to go up. But you should definitely see price increases on this Russian ammo that's left, and then obviously there's just not going to be much of it left. I don't know how far out they had been approved before the ban was put in effect, but we were coming up on the end of all that stuff, all that Russian imported ammo anyway, just because this ban was announced. What if we're going to get a storm? So why is this a march towards irrelevance for the 7.62x39? The 7.62x39's main advantage is how cheap it was. It used to be that those were the only real, assault rifles you could get back in the day, the SKSs and the AKs. But then also the ammo was dirt cheap. Now that the ammo is no longer going to be dirt cheap and the weapons are no longer dirt cheap, it has no advantages. Anything you want to do with 7.62x39 now, something else does better. 30-30, 6.8 by 6-point SPC, 300 blackout. I mean, anything you would do with 7.62x39 is done better by a different round now, and that there's not going to be and since there's not going to be an endless supply of cheap ammunition, there's not going to be any point to own it. For the vast majority of us, obviously there's collectors and just enthusiasts, and hell, I own a 7.62x39 rifle. I say this all the time, and no one ever listens to me. I have a Mini 30, love it, great rifle, does a good job. But it has no advantages over other platforms and significant disadvantages now. And so yes, I stand by that original claim that 7.62x39 is heading towards irrelevance, just like 303 British did for us here in the States. Now, 5.56 might have, there's talks about it being replaced by the United States Army. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's the Army is always talking about replacing their rifle and their main round. Since almost the founding of the Republic, it's an ongoing thing. So we'll see if that's true or not. I don't think it is. But this isn't just, I hate the 7.62x39. I don't just hate the 7.62x39. What if those damn chickens are eating my don't think so. But I do think it was a groundbreaking round when it was introduced. The Russians didn't know what they had. They thought they had a submachine gun round. They didn't realize that they were introducing the intermediate cartridge, but they did. And it was groundbreaking, historical, but it was a dead end. And times have moved on to a different formulation, small, light, fast. So there you go. 7.62x39. Days are numbered, whether you like it or not, fanboys. Men, we appreciate you. Half can. See if we can show you this. He was worried that we weren't hilling these. He called it the ridge method. I'm going back and burying them, after we planted them. It probably would have made more sense to, build the hills and bury them deep. But, well, I'm not known for working smarter. I'm known for working harder, or not working at all. Men, we appreciate you. Thank you.